And we're back. It's been a minute. Got a new camera, got a new setup, working on some new stuff in the studio. I was doing the 40-day Bible challenge for a while, and then at the end of that, that was kind of the end of a vacation time that we had, and then I had a super big long project that I've been doing for work, so no time for making videos, but I did have an incredibly cool story to tell you, and I have been reading a bunch, so I'm going to have some more videos coming up soon. But the story, so my family goes up to visit my wife's family in Iron River, Wisconsin, tiny little town up in Wisconsin. We're there for the parade, and we're standing over at the corner by my sister-in-law's house. And I'm sitting here holding my littlest, Ember Rose, who's like a year old, and it is hot. It is so flippin' hot, you guys. And across the street, there's a house that has some big old trees in front of it. And there's two older couples that are sitting there. And eventually the guy walks over and he goes, hey, bring the baby over into the shade. Like, it's way too hot for her to be out over here. Bring the baby over into the shade. And I'm like, okay. So I go over and we start chatting. And he goes, where are y'all from? I go, oh, we're from down in Tennessee, in Clarksville. And he goes, oh, are you military? And I say, no, sir, I'm not military, but have some friends there who are, a buddy who serves, and he's at the fort down there. And he goes, oh, is he Rangers? And I said, nah, he's fifth group. And he goes, oh, that's crazy. I'm fifth group too. I'm like, oh, no way. That's so cool. Thank you for your service, all this stuff, whatever. Sitting there watching the parade, things going on and on. And getting ready to leave. And he goes, yeah, tell your buddy. He goes, tell your buddy my name. He might actually know who I am. I'm kind of well known in those circles. And I go, oh, yeah, sure. Like, what would you say your full name was? And he goes, oh, it's John Plaster. And I go, like, the John Plaster? And he goes, yeah, you know me? And I go, yes, sir, I absolutely know you. You wrote one of my favorite military history books ever, a book called SOG. This is one that a buddy of mine who was in Vietnam had given me and said this is one of the best collections of all the just crazy stories that these guys did during the Vietnam War. And I go, no way, like, you are that John Plaster? Like, I've known your name, I've known of you for forever, and like, you're actually this guy. And he's like, yeah, sure enough. And so I go, oh my gosh, that's so cool. And he goes, tell you what, I'll give me your address and I'll send you a book, and I'll send a book for your buddy, because he's written like 8 books at this point. And I told him, yeah, my buddy's not like a big reader, but we talk about books a lot. And I was actually just telling him about this book, just being one of my favorites of just the history books, military history books that I've read. Like, this is just definitely one of my favorite. But I go, he's not a huge reader. He listens to audiobooks more than he reads. And he goes, oh, well, I'll send him the picture book version then. So I get home, I go on this 2-week trip, I get back from my work, and sure enough, I have a box once I get home of SOG, a photo history of the Secret Wars. And Major John Plaster sent me and my buddy both a copy of this book. And so now I literally have a signed copy to Paige Gordon with best regards, John Plaster, U.S. Army Special Forces. And it's like nothing to do other than, if you haven't read these, you should go read them. But it's just a cool story to tell. And it's just one of those things that I go, oh my gosh, dude, this is now one of the most special books that I have. I have, 1,100 books in our house, in our home library. And this is now just like one of the top ones, because how crazy is this story? I'm in this tiny little town. I meet this random guy who asked me to come over to the shade so that my baby doesn't overheat. And we just start chatting, and he goes, yeah, sure enough, I wrote one of your favorite books ever. And then was able to get a signed copy of another one of his books. So cool. If you are into military history stuff at all, highly recommend both of these books. Like I say, this one is called SOG, The Secret War of America's Commandos in Vietnam. And then the new one is SOG, a photo history of the Secret Wars. I haven't read this one yet. It's on my list. I'm about to jump into this one. And so just that's kind of some of what's been happening in my life. I've been super busy, been reading still a ton, and got one of my new favorite books of all time that is one of my treasured keepsakes that will have a special place of honor for forever, because I had the honor of meeting and getting a picture with Major John Plaster. So got more videos coming soon. If you've been reading anything interesting, let me know. Leave me a comment. I know I've been totally gone for a while, but I'm happy to be back and excited to kind of see what we got going next. And let me know what you think of the camera. I'm really excited about a camera. So let me know what you've been reading, and I'll see you in the next one.